and laying of foundation stone for High Court building by Honorable Sri Justice Ranjan Gogoi ji, Chief Justice of India, in the august presence of our Honorable Chief Minister Sri Nara Chandrababu Naidu garu. We thank you all for doing the honors. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Government of Andhra Pradesh, I extend a warm welcome to you all, and I now invite the dignitaries onto the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Honorable Chief Justice of India, Sri Justice Ranjan Gogoi ji, onto the stage. I welcome Honorable Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, Sri Nara Chandrababu Naidu garu, to kindly come onto the dais. Honorable Sri Justice N.V. Ramana garu, Judge, Supreme Court of India. Honorable Sri Justice L. Nageshwar Rao garu, Judge, Supreme Court of India. Honorable Sri Justice R. Subhash Reddy garu, Judge, Supreme Court of India. Honorable Sri Justice C. Praveen Kumar garu, Acting Chief Justice, High Court of Andhra Pradesh. Honorable Sri Justice Tottathil B. Radhakrishnan garu, Chief Justice, High Court of Telangana. We also invite Sri Kollu Ravindra garu, Honorable Minister for Law and Justice, Skill Development, Youth Sports, Unemployment Benefits, NRI Empowerment and Relations. Sri Anil Chandra Punitha garu, Chief Secretary, Government of Andhra Pradesh. A hearty and a warm welcome to you, sir. May I now request Advocate General of Andhra Pradesh, Sri Dammalapati Srinivas, to present a bouquet to Honorable Chief Justice of India, Sri Justice Ranjan Gogoi ji. I now request Registrar General of Andhra Pradesh, Sri C.H. Manavendranath Roy, to present a bouquet to Honorable Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, Sri Nara Chandrababu Naidu garu. Sri G. Rama Rao garu, AP Bar Council Chairman, to present a bouquet to Honorable Sri Justice N.V. Ramana garu, Judge, Supreme Court of India. I request N. Srikant. Sri N. Srikant garu, Secretary, GAD, Political, will present a bouquet to Honorable Sri Justice L. Nageshwar Rao garu, Judge, Supreme Court of India. I request Sri Kona Sasidhar garu, Collector Guntur, to present a bouquet to Honorable Sri Justice R. Subhash Reddy garu, Judge, Supreme Court of India. I request KP Ramanadura, Bar Association of AP President, to present a bouquet to Honorable Sri Justice C. Praveen Kumar garu, Acting Chief Justice, High Court of Andhra Pradesh. Sri D. Venkatramana, Secretary, CRDA, to present a bouquet to Honorable Sri Justice Tottathil B. Radhakrishnan garu. Venkatramana garu, AP Law Secretary, to present a bouquet to Sri B. Radhakrishnan, Chief Justice, High Court of Telangana. I request Dr. Sridhar Cherukuri garu, Commissioner AP CRDA, to present a bouquet to Sri Kollu Ravindra garu, Honorable Minister for Law and Justice. I now request Sri Ram Manohar Rao garu, Special Commissioner CRDA, to present a bouquet to Sri Anil Chandra Punitha garu, Chief Secretary, Government of Andhra Pradesh. Lead us from the unreal to the real. Lead us from the darkness to light. Lead us from the temporary to the eternal. May I now request our Chief Guest, Honorable Chief Justice of India, Sri Justice Ranjan Gogoi ji, and other Honorable Judges to light the ceremonial lamp. And I request our Honorable Chief Minister to join the other dignitaries in lighting the lamp. असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतंगमय. Thank you, sir. May I request all of you to raise for the state song, and I request Bhavyasri to sing Ma Telugu Talliki. I request all of you to rise.
మంగళారతులు మా తెలుగు తల్లికి మల్లె పూదండ మా కన్న తల్లికి మంగళారతులు కడుపులో బంగారు కనుచూపులో కరుణ కడుపులో బంగారు కనుచూపులో కరుణ చిరునవ్వులో సిరులు దొరలించు మా తల్లి మా తెలుగు తల్లికి మల్లె పూదండ మా కన్న తల్లికి మంగళారతులు గలగలా గోదారి కదలిపోతుంటేను బిరబిరా కృష్ణమ్మ పరుగులిడుతుంటేను గలగలా గోదారి కదలిపోతుంటేను బిరబిరా కృష్ణమ్మ పరుగులిడుతుంటేను బంగారు పంటలే పండుతాయి మురిపాల ముత్యాలు దొరలుతాయి మా తెలుగు తల్లికి మల్లె పూదండ మా కన్న తల్లికి మంగళారతులు అమరావతి నగర అపురూప శిల్పాలు త్యాగయ్య గొంతులో తారాడు నాదాలు తిక్కయ్య కలములో తీయందనాలు నిత్యమై నిఖిలమై నిలచియుండేదాకా రుద్రమ్మ భుజ శక్తి మల్లమ్మ పతి భక్తి తిమ్మరు సుధీయుక్తి కృష్ణరాయని కీర్తి మా చెవుల రింగుమని మారు మ్రోగేదాకా నీ ఆటలే ఆడుతాం నీ పాటలే పాడుతాం జై తెలుగు తల్లి జై తెలుగు తల్లి జై తెలుగు తల్లి.
Thank you very much. Honorable Shri Justice C. Praveen Kumar began his practice as an advocate in 1986. He was elevated as Additional Judge of AP High Court on 29/6/2012 and has been appointed as Permanent Judge of High Court of Andhra Pradesh. He became the Acting Chief Justice of the newly created High Court of Andhra Pradesh. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite the Honorable Acting Chief Justice of High Court of Andhra Pradesh, Sri Justice C. Praveen Kumar Garu, to kindly address the gathering.
My Lord, the Honorable Chief Justice of India, Sri Ranjan, Justice Ranjan Gogoi ji, Honorable Chief Minister and Chandrababu Naidu Garu, Honorable Sri Justice N.V. Ramna, Honorable Sri Justice L. Nageshwar Rao, Honorable Sri Justice R. Subhash Reddy, Judges of Supreme Court of India, Honorable Sri Justice T.B. Radhakrishnan, Chief Justice, High Court of Telangana, Chief Secretary, Government of Andhra Pradesh, Sri Anil Chandra Puneta, Sri Kollu Ravinder, Law Minister for the State of AP, Honorable Chief Justice of Uttarakhand, Sri Ramesh Ranganathan, former Judge of Supreme Court, brother and sister Judges of High Court of AP and Telangana, former Judges of High Court of AP and Telangana, Advocate Generals and Public Prosecutors of the two states, Honorable Ministers, Speaker, Members of Parliament, Legislative Assembly and Council, Chairmen and Members of Bar Council of two states, Law Officers of both states and both High Courts, the Judicial Officers, President and Members of the Advocates Association, Senior Advocates, Advocates, Registrar General and other Registrars of both the High Courts, Civil Servants and Police Officers of both states, staff of the High Court, representatives of the farmers who have donated the land, agencies and employees involved in the construction of the judicial complex, print and electronic media, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the High Court of Andhra Pradesh, I deem it a privilege to welcome you all to the historic event in the Indian judicial annals, the inauguration of the new High Court building here in this historical place of Amaravati on the banks of River Krishna. We are happy to have the Honorable Chief Justice of India amongst us on this occasion. I express my gratitude for the gesture of kindness. I express the Honorable Chief Justice of India has showered on us by being with us and inaugurating this High Court building complex. Amaravati, I am proud to say, has a unique place in this country's history. It was a place where civilizations flourished, cultures thrived, the Dharma reigned, and all religious practices and beliefs coexisted. It was a center for education and erudition, whose fame has spread far and wide. Justice prevailed based on samatha and samdarshana in this historical place. Now this capital of yore has been all set to regain its glory and revive the splendors of the past. Ancient literature says that Amaravati means the capital of heaven. It is believed that high form of civilization flourished in this part of Telugu kingdom with the recorded first legislation about 2,200 years ago. Coming back to the present, now it is a part of the contemporary constitutional polity that two states have emerged out of the old composite state. Ever since the bifurcation of the state, it is the dream of the people of Andhra Pradesh to have their own High Court. This new High Court will now felicitate the dispensation of justice to the people of the state operating from the state's capital. As a matter of record, I may remind you that Andhra High Court was established in the year 1954, carved out of state of Madras. After its formation, the state had Kurnool as its capital, and the High Court was established at Guntur. After the merger of Andhra Pradesh with the Indian state of Hyderabad in Deccan, the then Hyderabad High Court and Andhra High Court were amalgamated on 5/11/1956. Thus was formed the AP High Court. If I am permitted to take you down the memory lane, Dr. Kailash Nath Kadju, the then Law Minister, speaking on the inauguration of the new High Court of Andhra Pradesh in Guntur on 5th July 1954 said, and I quote, "The Andhra High Court is the culmination of an intense desire on the part of the people of Andhra to lead a community life of their own. This High Court will be widely welcome because it will, to some extent, bring justice near home to the parties," unquote. Dr. Kadju further expressed the confidence that the great traditions built by Madras High Court during the last 100 years will be fully maintained, and that the ties between the Andhra and Madras High Court will continue to be strong and affectionate for years to come. Between that day and today, the judicial clock has turned a full circle. The AP High Court now stands as it began then without Telangana. True, the amalgamation has enriched the judicial landscape of both the states and made both the states richer with experience and exposure. Sri P.V. Rajbannar, speaking from the same dais, declared that day to be the most memorable day in the history of Andhra state. Sri Justice Koka Subbarao, the then Chief Justice of Andhra High Court, said, I quote, "We are all proud of the happy occasion. When the Andhra state came into existence, there was a fear of incompleteness. But now, with the constitution of the High Court, the long-standing desire and aspirations of Andhras have been fulfilled," unquote. Indeed, today we share the same feeling of happiness which our predecessors felt on 5th July 1954. The line of legal luminaries who adorned the Supreme Court from Chief Justice Koka Subbarao onwards till date is long. including the present sitting judges, Sri Justice N.V. Ramna and Sri Justice L. Nageswara Rao. The Chief Justices and Judges of the Honorable High Court of Andhra and Andhra Pradesh have delivered judgments of lasting jurisprudential value. Justice H.R. Khanna once said that judges bask in the reflected glory of advocates' brilliance. So let me invoke the names of few doyens of the bar belonging to Esther years. True, the list is long, but randomly may I mention the names of Sri D. Narsaraju, Sri P. Ramchandra Reddy, Sri C. Padmanabh Reddy, Sri Anantababu, and Sri Manohar, and it goes on and on. Yet, I must acknowledge that I have been humbled of legal luminaries, for they have left a lasting impression on the legal horizon. The state has shouldered its responsibility to provide a building for the Andhra Pradesh High Court here in Amaravati after the division of the state. It is now the collective responsibility of the judiciary, advocates, litigants, and every citizen to convert this building into an institution where every citizen gets his or her rights recognized, claim vindicated, pride restored, and justice delivered. Charles Dickens, in his book Great Expectations, through the character of Pip, says, and I quote, "There is nothing so fiercely perceived and finely felt as injustice," unquote. This feeling of injustice should be addressed by all the stakeholders of the institution. May I fervently hope that the letter and spirit of the Constitution must permeate every aspect of justice in the state. Many regards the legal profession as the highest form of humanity. As of necessity, we in the legal profession have to dwell into sociology, economics, finance, science, and whatnot. Noted jurist Nani Palkiwala said, "A lawyer who only knows a law is a mason, and one with the knowledge of history, science, and society is an architect." We may agree that there are few teething problems being faced before our High Court begins functioning at its full potential. Indeed, both the governments and the judiciary have been holding their best to minimize the discomforts. But as architects, we should take this project forward and make our Constitution, make our High Court a venerable institution of glory and splendor in all respects. This can be achieved only by the united effort of all the stakeholders. We shall endeavor to meet all our targets in pursuing our dream, the dispensation of justice to all. As the legatee of this glorious heritage, all our endeavor is to hand it over to posterity with added luster and glory. The American President Barack Obama's slogan, "Yes, we can," should be emulated by us, and we should say, "So we shall." Though this High Court is the youngest of all the High Courts in the country in terms of years of existence, we are the torchbearers of a great legacy we have inherited from the unified Madras High Court, Andhra High Court, and the United High Court of Andhra Pradesh. May I remind all the stakeholders that we should proudly proclaim and also prove to the world that we can carry with us the tradition, culture, and conventions of 3 states and 3 high courts, which very few courts in the country could boast about. The august presence of the Honorable the Chief Justice of India adds luster to the event and inspires us to be unrelenting in realizing our dreams, to make this court one of the best in the country. The Honorable the Chief Justice may guide us with his rich and varied experience of dispensing justice to about 7 states under one judicial umbrella. Indeed, the High Court of Guwahati till recently dealt with issues of 7 states, 7 governments, with 7 advocate generals functioning in one court, a rare scenario on the judicial horizon of our country. At this historic moment, I will be failing if I do not mention the sacrifices made by all the stakeholders, particularly staff members, lawyers, advocate clerks, etc., in having the High Court established here and making it fully functional too. On this august occasion, I call upon all the stakeholders of the legal fraternity to rededicate themselves for the growth of this institution. May the God Almighty give us the strength and perseverance to succeed in this task of building this institution. I congratulate one and all on their being part of this historic occasion. Jai Hind. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Honorable Mr. Justice T.B. Radhakrishnan began his practice as an advocate in 1983 in Thiruvananthapuram. He was sworn as permanent judge of the Kerala High Court on 14th October 2004. He was the Chief Justice of Chhattisgarh High Court and being the Chief Justice of the Combined High Court of Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. He became the first Chief Justice of the High Court of Telangana. Ladies and gentlemen, addressed by Sri Justice Thottathil Bhaskaran Nair Radhakrishnan, Honorable Chief Justice, High Court of Telangana.
My Lord, the Honorable Chief Justice of India, Honorable Sri Justice N.V. Ramana, Honorable Sri Justice L. Nageshwar Rao, Honorable Sri Justice R. Subhash Reddy, Judges of the Honorable Supreme Court of India, Honorable Chief Minister of the State of Andhra Pradesh, the Chief Justice of Uttarakhand, Justice Ramesh Ranganathan, Honorable Acting Chief Justice of the Andhra Pradesh High Court, Brother Justice C. Praveen Kumar, other sitting judges of the High Court of the State of Andhra Pradesh and also the High Court of the State of Telangana, respected former judges of the Supreme Court, former judges of the combined High Court and the judicial system in this part of the land, Minister for Law, State of Andhra Pradesh, and Chief Secretary, State of Andhra Pradesh, who are present here, beloved members of the Bar, members of the Bar Council, ladies and gentlemen, I stand before you to say the impression that I have gathered of my existence for about 6 months and odd as Chief Justice stationed in Hyderabad, being the Chief Justice of the Common High Court for the State of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, and later as the Chief Justice of the State of Telangana. The cordiality, the oneness, the positivity with which the entire team of judges of the Common High Court worked, the cordiality with which all the officers stood by me and before me supported my brother Justice Ramesh Ranganathan and even his predecessors after the bifurcation process had actually commenced on the ground. I found that to carry out the last phase of it during the last 6 months was a smooth transition built on the edifice of the groundwork that my predecessors and my beloved brothers and sisters on the judicial side in the Andhra Pradesh High Court, that is the Common High Court, as well as the able officers of the registry, had carried out a smooth trail of performance, wonderfully spread out without making any noise at all. We were ably supported by the Bar. We were ably supported by all the 3 governments, the government of the State of Andhra Pradesh, the government of the State of Telangana, and the central government. With the blessings of the Honorable the Chief Justice of India and the senior judges of the Honorable Supreme Court of India, we have accomplished the task of actual bifurcation and segregation, I think, in a very smooth, cordial manner, and whatever little things are left will be sorted out among the high courts, and I'm sure with the support of the learned advocates general of both the states and the learned team of the chief secretaries. I need to mention the chief secretaries have done a wonderful job in supporting the smooth transition on the administrative side. I thought I should mention all this here because we always carry with us the legacy of our past, and we ourselves will become the legacy of the future. Let us show the way forward, a way of cordiality, a path of tranquility, and a process by which we surrender ourselves to serving the great Indian people. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. May I now request Sri Justice R. Subhash Reddy Garu to address the gathering.
Honorable Chief Justice of India, Justice Ranjan Gogoi, Honorable Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, Chandrababu Naidu garu, Honorable Acting Chief Justice, Mr. Praveen Kumar, all other dignitaries on the dais, Honorable Judges of the High Court of Andhra Pradesh and High Court of Telangana, Mr. Ramesh Ranganathan, Chief Justice, Uttarakhand High Court, and Justice P.V. Reddy, former Judge, Supreme Court of India, Honorable Ministers of the State of Andhra Pradesh, Honorable Speaker, Registrars of both the High Courts, learned advocates from Telangana who have come here or practicing here, learned advocates of Andhra Pradesh, media friends, ladies and gentlemen. At the outset, I thank the Honorable Chief Minister for inviting us for this opportunity. So also thank the Honorable Acting Chief Justice inviting us for this glittering function for the inauguration of this building. At the outset, I can say that Honorable Chief Minister has proved he already has the name of visionary. This is another thing that he has proved again. We have seen the maps, which are the developmental programs and plans we have seen. Really, I congratulate him and wish him all the best for early completion of the projects. Before this division of states and high courts, I was under impression that the total debt of the judges is around 2 lakh, but not so. I am not correct. But I am told now there is more than 1,70,000 in Andhra High Court and 1,70,000 in the Telangana High Court. It is a huge responsibility on the judges now because the litigants are not for the only main concern is the delay in the justice delivery system. And huge responsibility will cast on the judges of this High Court and also Telangana High Court for delivery of speedy justice. In an occasion like this, nothing more to speak. I wish all the best, all the judges and the advocates who are going to practice in this building. All the good luck for them, all the best to them. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. May I now request Honorable Shri Justice L. Nageshwar Rao garu to address the gathering.
Justice Ranjan Gogoi, the Chief Justice of India, Justice N.V. Ramana and Justice Subhash Reddy, my colleagues in the Supreme Court, the Honorable Chief Minister, Mr. Chandrababu Naidu, Mr. Thotathil Radhakrishnan, Chief Justice of the Telangana High Court, the Acting Chief Justice Praveen Kumar, judges of the Telangana and Andhra Pradesh High Court, Justice P. Venkatram Reddy, retired judge, the Supreme Court of India, retired judges of the erstwhile High Court of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana at Hyderabad, the Chief Secretary, the Law Minister, members of the legal profession, and members of the public, especially the farmers who have sacrificed their land for the purpose of this building being constructed. Andarki namaskaram. We have come a full circle. I am from this place. I commenced my legal profession from Guntur. I was an advocate in Guntur. For those of you who do not know, we had a high court in Guntur between 1953 and 1956. And I'll tell you how the high court came to Guntur in 1953. The area which is the present state of Andhra Pradesh was in the Madras Presidency. In 1953, there was a struggle for a separate state of Andhra. one gentleman, Mr. Sriramulu, went on a fast in Chennai. This fast was contrary to the wishes of the Congress party. Unfortunately, he passed away when he was on an indefinite fast. His body was carried in the streets in Chennai, which led to disturbances. And these disturbances spread like wildfire to the areas which is part of Andhra Pradesh now. There were 9 people who died during the agitation then, and there was pressure on the then Prime Minister Pandit Nehru to form a state of Andhra. He requested Justice Vanchu to give him a plan about the creation of this new state of Andhra. Rajaji wanted Justice Govind Menon to be the first Chief Justice of the then Andhra state, which was formed in September 1953. But Tanguturi Prakasam insisted that Koka Subbarao should be appointed as a special officer. And ultimately, he was appointed as the Chief Justice of the Andhra High Court, which was established in the premises of the Collector's Office as it exists in Guntur. Kurnool was the capital. Koka Subbarao rose to become the Chief Justice of India, and he is one of the legendary judges we had in the Supreme Court. The full circle is that the state of Andhra, which was existing prior to the State Reorganization Act in 1956, is the state of Andhra Pradesh as it is now. There's absolutely no change. I am very proud that the High Court has come nearer the people of the state of Andhra Pradesh. Courts exist for resolution of disputes, to do justice to the common man who approaches the courts. Constitutional courts exist for protection of constitutional rights and ensure that there is rule of law. Today is a day where we should not think about the lack of facilities. Facilities would come. We had a spectacular vision of how the High Court in the future is going to be. As it is, we are convinced that this building would be sufficient for the next 10-15 years with all the facilities that are available here. We shouldn't now think about facilities. Even if the court had moved after 3 years, it would have been the same. It takes its own time for the court to develop with all the facilities. But the members of the legal fraternity have to remind themselves and rededicate themselves to the constitutional values. And they should all work for the welfare of the people. I end by referring to what King John said in 1215 when he made the speech to the barons at Runnymede, which was the Magna Carta. He said, "We sell to no one. We neither delay nor deny justice and rights to the people." Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. May I now request Honorable Sri Justice N.V. Ramana Garu to address the gathering.
Honorable Chief Justice of India, Justice Ranjan Gogoi, the Honorable Chief Minister of the State, Sri Nara Chandrababu Naidu, my brother judges, Justice Nageshwar Rao, Justice Subhash Reddy, the Acting Chief Justice, Justice Praveen Kumar, the judges of the Andhra and Telangana High Courts, Justice P.V. Reddy, and other retired judges of the High Court of Andhra Pradesh, the Honorable Speaker, and the Minister concerned, Mr. Kollu Ravindra, and the Chief Secretary, and the other Honorable Ministers, public representatives, and the staff of the High Court, members of the bar, senior counsels, media friends, and particularly people of the Telugu state, especially the farmers who gave their land for building the capital city and the High Court. My warm greetings to all of you for inaugurating a new building to house the High Court of the state of Andhra Pradesh. I am delighted to join this distinguished gathering with the ceremonial presence of the Honorable Chief Justice of India. Honorable Chief Justice of India is an erudite and dynamic person known for his way of addressing complex legal issues with the human face without compromising the judicial thinking. Honorable Chief Justice of India will always lean towards the cause of the society at large. It is a historic day in the annals of the state of Andhra Pradesh to get its High Court building inaugurated by the Chief Justice of India. I thank on behalf of all the Telugu people, the Honorable Chief Justice of India sparing his time and coming and attending this function, inaugurating the building and laying foundation stone of the newly going to construct the High Court building. Sir, I want to wish and familiarize you to the history of the Andhra. The history of the Telugu state to the Amaravati is not a new capital. It is an old one. 2 million years ago, when Andhra Satavahanas were rising supreme, their capital was located in this region. It was known as Dhanya Kataka. According to historians, the Satavahanas era laid in between Maurya and Gupta era. The state judiciary now started functioning from this sanctified place. Will retreat the benchmarks of modern judicial system, namely love, compassion, and value of truth being the foundation of justice. In a way, it will be a case of history repeating for the Andhra people in their 2000 years long journey. Amaravati resonates with rich historical associations, and it is certainly a symbol of Telugu pride, aspiration, and culture. During the British rule after independence, the Andhra region is part of Madras state, and Madras is the capital. Already my brother Justice Nageswara explained the modern history, so I don't want to repeat. Whatever place it is, Madras, Kurnool, Hyderabad, the Andhras contributed their share, and they made a significant contribution to the development of that place. I congratulate the Chief Minister as well as the state government to build this judicial complex within a short period of 179 days. It's a great achievement, and I thank him for providing this infrastructure to start a new High Court in this region. And also thank the workers, the officers, and the CRDA employees, the minister concerned, and other persons who has worked day and night to complete this project. It is apt to quote the Khalil Gibran. What he said is, the optimistic sees the rose and not its thorns. The pessimist stares at the thorns, oblivious to the rose. I am confident that the power of optimism will take the state to greater heights. I don't want to bore with the lengthy lecture and talking about the constitutional provisions. I want to say a few words about the present issues which we are struggling and facing. Friends, you all know the judicial system is under tremendous pressure and tension for various reasons. Some of the challenges which we are facing, I think I want to place before you. See, a country like ours, governed by the Constitution and a democratic, largest democracy, governed by rule of law, it is our duty to protect the judicial system, which is the heart and soul of the Constitution. The bar and bench, both are the part of the judicial system. My dear friends, you all know, law is not a mere profession for the survival of the members of the bar. The advocates are treated as custodians of the civilization. The advocate has responsibility towards client, but at the same time, he cannot associate himself with the client in maligning the reputation of the institution merely because his client has failed to secure the desired order. Friends, competency and accountability of advocates is being gauged by public. Few people are hijacking and destructing the credibility of the system. If the majority of the members are as spectators to this, then it will take the entire profession to disrepute. The members of the bar have to be vigilant and give a tough fight in protecting the system. Silence is golden, but it may not apply here. I hope the bar associations will work together and add glitter to the judicial process. I want to recall the legacy of the nation of the country, Mahatma Gandhi, Jawaharlal Nehru, Sardar Patel, Prakasham Pantulu, Tenneti Viswanathan, Ayadevara Kaleshwar Rao, and many more such patriots, social reformers, great leaders who paved the way for the future. So, friends, please keep our tradition and try to protect the system. Otherwise, there is anarchy in the system, in this country. I don't want to elaborate any further on these issues. Oka Telugu Vadiga, with the permission of the Honorable Chief Justice, I have already indicated that I want to talk 2-3 minutes about the history and the culture of this area in Telugu. I hope the Chief Justice of India will permit me to address in Telugu for 2 minutes. ఈ రోజు ఈ ఉన్నత న్యాయస్థానాన్ని భారత ప్రధాన న్యాయమూర్తి గారి చేత ప్రారంభించబడి ఈ భవనం నుండే రేపటి నుంచి ఈ రాష్ట్రంలో న్యాయ పరిపాలన సాగబోతుంది. పవిత్ర కృష్ణా తరంగాల సవడిలో తెలుగు సంస్కృతి పవనాల వీచికతో పరవశించే ఈ నేలపై రాజధానితో పాటు హైకోర్టు నిర్మాణం కావటం చారిత్రాత్మకం. ఈ అమరావతి నేల నుండే ప్రేమ, కరుణ, క్షమ అనే మానవతావాద విలువల్ని చాటిన బౌద్ధ మతం వెలసిల్లింది. శాతవాహనుల రాజులైనటువంటి ఈ గడ్డపైనే తెలుగు జాతి ప్రతిభా ప్రభావాలకు పునాది పడింది. కృష్ణమ్మ తల్లి గలగలలు ఈ ప్రాంతానికి జీవన వేదం కాగా, ఈ గడ్డ నూతన రాష్ట్ర పాలనకు కేంద్రం కావటం, ఈ బృహత్తర పరిణామానికి మన తరంగం భాగస్వాములు కావటం మన అదృష్టం. మిత్రులారా, 2000 ఏళ్ల ఘనచరిత్ర కలిగినటువంటి అమరావతికి మొదలైన కొత్త అధ్యాయానికి మనం రచయితలు అవ్వటం గర్వకారణం. రాజధాని నిర్మాణానికి తల్లిలాంటి భూమినిచ్చినటువంటి రైతులు ఈ ప్రాంత ప్రజల ఉదారతను, త్యాగాన్ని ముందు తరాలు గుర్తుపెట్టుకుంటున్నాయి. నేను రైతు బిడ్డను. భూమితో రైతుకున్నటువంటి సంబంధం, అభినవ బంధం చెప్పరానిది. ఈ ప్రాంత రైతులు, ఈ ప్రాంత ప్రజలు, ఈ ప్రాంతంలో ఉన్నటువంటి రైతు కూలీలే ఈ యొక్క రాజధాని నగర నిర్మాణానికి నిర్మాతలు. శ్రీశ్రీ చెప్పినట్టు తాజ్మహల్ నిర్మాణానికి రాళ్లెత్తిన కూలీలు, పేదలే, వాళ్లే చరిత్ర నిర్మాతలు. ఈ రాష్ట్ర రాజధాని అమరావతి చరిత్రలో ఈ ప్రాంత ప్రజలందరూ భాగస్వామ్యులు. వారందరికీ నా హృదయపూర్వక వినమ్ర శుభాభినందనలు. మిత్రులారా, ప్రత్యేకించి న్యాయవాద మిత్రులారా, ఒక్క విషయం గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలా. మనం ఈరోజు పరీక్షా సమయంలో ఉన్నాం, సంధికాలంలో ఉన్నాం. న్యాయ వ్యవస్థ ఈ దేశంలో అనేక సార్లు కఠినమైనటువంటి పరిస్థితులని ఎదుర్కొంది. పరీక్షలు ఎదుర్కొన్న ప్రతిసారి కూడా న్యాయ వ్యవస్థ మరింత ఉత్సాహంతో, మరింత శక్తివంతమై, తేజవంతమై ఈ భారతదేశానికి సేవలు అందించింది. అంతే తప్ప బలహీనపడలేదు. ఆ విషయాన్ని న్యాయవాద మిత్రులు గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలా. ఇటీవల కాలంలో ప్రత్యేకించి మానవ సంబంధాలు, రాజ్యాంగంలోని వివిధ వ్యవస్థల మధ్య అధికారం కోసం పెరిగిపోతున్న ఆరాటం, ఇవన్నీ కలిసి ముప్పేట న్యాయ వ్యవస్థ మీద దాడి జరగడంతో కొన్ని విమర్శలకు గురైనప్పటికీ కూడా మనం మరింత ఉత్సాహంతో పనిచేస్తున్నాం అనేటటువంటి విషయాన్ని మీకు తెలియజేస్తున్నా. ఎన్ని అవాంతరాలు, ఎన్ని ఒడిదడుకులు ఎదుర్కొన్నప్పటికీ కూడా న్యాయ వ్యవస్థ నిరంతరం ప్రయాణం సాగిస్తుంది కూడా. ఎందుకంటే ప్రజాస్వామ్యానికి నాయకులైనటువంటి ప్రజలు న్యాయ వ్యవస్థ పట్ల విశ్వాసంతో మన వైపు కాపు కాస్తున్నారు. ఈ ప్రజాస్వామ్య దేశంలో ఇది సహజమే. ఇలాంటి సందర్భాల్లో వ్యక్తుల భాగోద్వేగాలు మొత్తం వ్యవస్థను ప్రభావితం చేయకపోవటం విచారకరం. మనం సమస్యలను ధీటుగా ఎదుర్కొందాం. న్యాయ వ్యవస్థలోని చిన్న వ్యవస్థాగతమైనటువంటి లోపాలను భూతగతంలో చూపించి ప్రతిష్టను దిగదార్చేటటువంటి ప్రయత్నాలని మనం సమిష్టిగా ఎదుర్కొందాం. ఇదే స్ఫూర్తితో మన న్యాయవాదులు, న్యాయమూర్తులు కృషి చేస్తారని నమ్ముతున్నాను. మహత్తరమైన, శక్తివంతమైన న్యాయ వ్యవస్థలో ఇక నుండి ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ నూతన హైకోర్టు భాగస్వామి కావటం మనందరికీ గర్వకారణం. ఈ ప్రారంభోత్సవంలో పాల్గొన్న మనందరం కూడా ఈ చరిత్రకు సాక్షిభూతులం. కొత్తలో కొన్ని ఇబ్బందులు ఉంటాయి, తప్పవు. తెలుగు వాళ్ళు ఓర్పుకి, సహనానికి పేరు పొందిన వాళ్ళం కదా. మన హైకోర్టు నిర్మాణ మెరుగుపరుచుకునేందుకు ఈ తాత్కాలిక ఇబ్బందులుంటే తట్టుకోలేమా? ప్రజలు, న్యాయవాదులు సహకరిస్తే త్వరలోనే ఇక్కడ వసతులు మెరుగుపరుచుకుని తాత్కాలిక ప్రధాన న్యాయమూర్తి వారి సహచరులతో తగిన చర్యలు చేపట్టి త్వరలోనే అద్భుతమైనటువంటి భవన నిర్మాణం జరుగుతుందని చెప్పి నేను ఆశిస్తున్నా. మిత్రులారా, కోర్టు నిర్మాణంలో ఆలస్యమైన, కోర్టు ఏర్పడటంలో ఆలస్యమైనా కూడా ప్రజల విశ్వాసాన్ని దెబ్బతీస్తుంది. అందుకోసం న్యాయవాదులు, న్యాయమూర్తులు కలిసికట్టుగా ఐకమత్యంతో పనిచేయాల్సినటువంటి అవసరం ఉంది. ధర్మ సంస్థాపన ఒక్క రోజులో జరిగిపోదు. వ్యాస భారతంలో విదురుడు చెప్పినట్లు అడ్డు ఆటంకాలని ధర్మ సంస్థాపన సజావుగా జరగటానికే. అలాగే కాలానుగుణంగా మారే న్యాయ ప్రక్రియ ఔన్నత్యాన్ని కాపాడేందుకు అడ్డు తగిలే ఆటంకాలన్నీ న్యాయవాదులు, న్యాయమూర్తులు సమిష్టిగా ఎదుర్కొనాలా. మన ముందు తరాల కోసం త్యాగం చేయటం మన బాధ్యతని మీకు తెలియజేస్తున్నా. శ్రీశ్రీ మహాకవి ప్రవచించినట్లు పదండి పదండి ముందుకు తోసుకుపోదాం పోదాం పై పైకి అనేటటువంటి కథన కథాలంతో శిఖరాల వైపు పరిగెడుతున్నటువంటి ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ హైకోర్టు పురోగతికి అభివృద్ధి చెందాలని ఆకాంక్షిస్తున్నా. ఉదార చరుతానాంతు వసుదైక కుటుంబం అనే వేద సూత్రానికి తెలుగు వాళ్ళం ప్రతీకలం. విశ్వమంతా వెల్లివిరిసిన తెలుగు జాతి గౌరవానికి, తెలుగు భాష తీయదనానికి, తెలుగు సంస్కృతి గొప్పదనానికి మనం వారసులం. మహత్తరమైన, శక్తివంతమైన న్యాయ వ్యవస్థ ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ హైకోర్టు, అందులో భాగస్వామి కావడం గర్వకారణం. మనందరి సమిష్టి కృషి, మేధో మథనం ముందు తరాలకు స్ఫూర్తినివ్వాలా. మన మధ్య చెలరేగే భేదాభిప్రాయాలు, వాదోపవాదాలు, పరిష్కారాలు న్యాయ వ్యవస్థ విలువలను దెబ్బతీయటమే కాక ఇంకా బలీయంగా చేయగలగాల. ఈ మహోత్సవంలో పాల్గొనడానికి అవకాశం ఇచ్చినటువంటి ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ ప్రభుత్వ ముఖ్యమంత్రి, ప్రభుత్వానికి, తెలుగు ప్రజలకి, వారందరికీ కూడా నా కృతజ్ఞతాభివందనలు తెలియజేసుకుంటున్నా. చివరిగా తెలుగువారి దీశక్తి, తెలుగువారి క్రియాశక్తి నలుదిశలా రహించాలి. తెలుగుతనం జయించాలి, కోట్లాది తెలుగు జాతి హర్షించాలి. తెలుగువాడి తెలివితేటలకు జై జై, తెలుగువాడి తెలివితేటలకు జై జై. తెలుగువాడు దేనికైనా సై సై, తెలుగువాడు దేనికైనా సై సై. తెలుగువారిని ఎదురాడువాడు నై నై, తెలుగువారిని ఎదురాడువాడు నై నై. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
To create a city is to have a vision. To bring the vision to life needs determination. Amaravati is an outcome of patriotism from one's motherland. It's a journey transforming into a reality for those who call it home. Holding his vision true, he has introduced revolutionary development models and innovative strategies while focusing on the importance of public participation in state governance as the Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh. Ladies and gentlemen, addressed by our visionary, the dynamic Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, Sri Nara Chandrababu Naidu garu.
Respected Chief Justice of India, Honorable Sri Justice Ranjan Gogoi garu, Honorable Justice of Supreme Court of India, Sri N.V. Ramana garu, Honorable Justice of Supreme Court of India, Sri L. Nageswara garu, Honorable Judge of Supreme Court of India, Sri Justice Subhash Reddy garu, Honorable Justice Sri Praveen Kumar Garu, Acting Chief Justice of High Court of Andhra Pradesh, Honorable Justice B. Radhakrishna Garu, Chief Justice of High Court of Telangana, Honorable Chief Justice Sri Ramesh Ranganathan Garu, respected Justice Venkatramaredi Garu, Honorable Speaker, Honorable Judges, Ministers, other distinguished members of the bench, bar, and respected invitees and farmers. Today is the significant and historic day in the history of judiciary of newly formed state of Andhra Pradesh. Nearly 4.5 years after the bifurcation of combined Andhra Pradesh, the new infant state of Andhra Pradesh is going to have its own High Court in the new capital of Amaravati. It is a pride moment for the state of Andhra Pradesh to commence its High Court from the District Court Complex building as a transit measure. I wholeheartedly thank one and all who have made this possible. The establishment of High Court in the new capital of Amaravati will enable all citizens to get access to justice, saving their travel time and resources. As you are all aware, just now, Honorable Justice L. Nageswara Garu and also Honorable Justice N. Ramana Garu, they referred the bifurcation and also history of the state. If you go back, we were in Madras Presidency, and then after 3 years, by the agitation of Potti Sri Ramalu, with his sacrifice of his life, we got Andhra Pradesh state. 3 years, we were in Kurnool, and also High Court was located in Guntur. Ultimately, all elders at that time, they fought for a united Andhra Pradesh. That is how Andhra Pradesh has been formed. You are all aware, because of bifurcation, there are so many breathing problems and also so many inherent legitimate problems also. Even there is Bifurcation Act and also special status they promised on the floor of the Rajya Sabha. All these things, some of these things, yet to fulfill. 60 years, we are all in Hyderabad. We have contributed for the development of combined Andhra Pradesh, and at the same time, we didn't finalize all the issues between the two states. Even though we are making our efforts very sincerely, at this time, I really appreciate farmers who are all here. They gave nearly 34,000 acres of land under land pooling. It is a historic thing. Otherwise, all these things should not happen. I am thanking on behalf of government, and farmers are here. We are thanking them in a big way. Sir, you have seen, sir, today, with the sacrifice of farmers, we have planned Amaravati city. It is a crisis, but we wanted to convert this crisis into an opportunity. This seed capital, we are having nearly 50,000 acres of land with farmers' contribution of land, everything. We have given an excellent policy for the farmers. It is a win-win situation. After development, 25 to 30% of land, we are giving back to the farmers with all infrastructure. Now land value has increased. We have given an annuity for 10 years. Because of all these things, things are happening very smoothly. We are planning nearly 50,000 crores expenditure on trunk infrastructure, one of the best infrastructure. We wanted to make this city one of the beautiful city. Earlier I had some experience in creating Cyberabad city that is a brownfield city. Now we are building greenfield city. We are planning, sir, here one of the most beautiful city. If we name among top 5, Amaravati will be one in the near future. That is our ambition. That is how we are moving in that direction. As Honorable Justice Ramana Garu has rightly mentioned, there is a history for this city. 2000 years back, this Amaravati was capital for Satavahana dynasty. We are going to revive that glory in the near future. Even here, we are having 9 cities. In 9 cities, one is administrative city, and also in that, there is justice city also. In this justice city, today we are having district court as a transit high court, and also Honorable Supreme Court Chief Justice has laid the foundation for high court. It is a wonderful this thing. One of the, if you see here, it is a Buddhist stupa. It is an iconic building. If you see this in future, as Buddha has rightly mentioned at the time, we are shaped by our thoughts. We become what we think. We build our destiny not based on our birth, but by our efforts. It is exactly correct. It will take some time, but we will make it a reality in the near future. That is our confidence. Distinguished dignitaries are here. In the constitutional scheme of governance, all organs of the state, the legislature, the executive, the judiciary, and the press play pivotal roles in the delivery of justice. But it is in the judiciary that delivers timely and impartial justice and ensures safety and security of all the citizens. By interpreting the Constitution and the relevant laws, it is the judiciary which provides social and economic justice to all the communities of the society. Various landmark judgments of Honorable Supreme Court are testament to this effect. Even some of the justices, as rightly mentioned, litigation. It is the biggest bottleneck or hardship for development. If we cannot do development, automatically we cannot provide welfare or we cannot eradicate poverty. Always, this is a crisis atmosphere. If you create wealth, and also if you can, by getting revenues, you can provide better amenities for the citizens, and also you can provide better living standards. Then people also will be happy. So all litigation, we have to reduce to the maximum extent. Even in Andhra Pradesh, even Honorable Justice has rightly mentioned, 170,000 cases are pending. Even we are using technology for solving all these problems in a big way. We are, through technology, we are bringing transparency. RTC is working very well. With all these things, in the recent times, if you see, we are going one step ahead. That is viaduct principle. This viaduct is nothing but, it means structure that facilitates safe and quick passage to reach goal. In this, V stands for vision. We have prepared a vision. In this vision, by 2022, Andhra Pradesh will be one among top 3 in the country. By 2029, Andhra Pradesh will be number 1 in the country. And 2050, Andhra will be best destination in the world itself. That is our vision. For that, we are going different way. So many innovative practices. V stands for vision. I stand for innovation. If you see innovation, this is the best innovation in the world by creating land pooling system. Nearly 40 to 50,000 crores of worth of land they have given. Even I wanted to pool land. So much of litigation. This is how we have gone. Very innovative way. This type of innovations we are creating in a big way. And also A stands for accountability. In all walks of life, from top to bottom, we are bringing accountability. And also we are going for digitalization. Total, you are all watching today. It is a digital world. We want to go for total digitalization. And you for urbanization. Urbanization, if you see in a big way, we are bringing, just like Amazon.com or so many people are doing, in government also we are using urbanization in a big way. Even we are using convergence, C for convergence, even convergence, even Narega alone, we are integrating so many assets we are creating. T for technology and transformation, and also we are using best technologies available all over the world. With all these things, by using viaduct method, we are planning 5 principles. One is ease of doing business. We are number 1 for the last 2 years. We wanted to be distant number 1 in the near future, so that we want to attract maximum investment. And also, second principle, ease of living. With one smartphone, people will have all access of government services and also private services, so that they will have a ease of living. Third one, we are thinking corrupt-free society. With the technology, we want to control corruption, and also we want to bring accountability. And fourth one, most livable standards we wanted to create. Quality of air, quality of water, quality of food through organic farming. As on today in Andhra Pradesh, 8% we are having organic farming. Whereas in India, 0.6%. Globally, it is only 0.3%. What we are doing in agriculture, they won't use fertilizer, pesticide. They are going to have natural farming in a big way. This will be the model for the world. Finally, we are going to provide best quality of power, best quality of communication, best quality of connectivity, and also dignity of work. With all these things, we want to provide to our citizens happiness and also quality of life. This is where we are working. In this, what we are requesting Honorable CJ, as far as possible, litigation can be reduced, then we can have a better growth rate. That is what I am requesting CJ and also Justice to pursue how to reduce the litigation. And also one or two issues I wanted to place before judges are here or justices are here. Environment. Andhra Pradesh is very keen in promoting environment. In the recent past, nearly 2,200 acres, 2,200 square kilometers of greenery we are able to add. We are number 1 in green cover to add in the state. And at the same time, we are having a beautiful sea coast, 1,000 kilometers. Beautiful rivers we are having. All these things, if we can use for tourism, there is a lot of potential. If you see in Singapore, reclamation of sea, they have done. Even in Dubai, in the middle of the sea, they are having excellent hotels, recreation places, everything. But India, we are having a problem. While protecting environment, while controlling our environment, and at the same time, we have to use our beautiful places for tourism and other purposes. This is one more thing we have to focus, then only we will have that advantage. Finally, I am requesting Amaravati. We are having 9 cities. In that one city is Justice City. What I am requesting, Honorable Chief Justice and also Sons of the Soil, 2 Chief Supreme Court judges are there, and also all legal luminaries are here. If you see Singapore, If you see London and Hong Kong, everybody is going there for settlement of cases, all arbitration. We wanted to create that type of ecosystem. For that, I am requesting Government of Andhra Pradesh is prepared to give land. Immediately, Nalsar University, we wanted to start in Amaravati. Earlier, we started one Nalsar University in Hyderabad. That is the best university as on today, second best in the country. So I am requesting Honorable Chief Justice and also Honorable Acting Chief Justice of Andhra Pradesh to initiate. Immediately, our CRDA will give land, government will give required funds and other infrastructure we will build. And at the same time, it is a new place. Even all our judges are here and also our advocates are here. We will have some suffering, some problems in the initial stage, but I am assuring you from government side, we will extend all the cooperation for judges and also employees and all honorable court to function smoothly. As on today, we have taken some decisions. Honorable High Court employees, we have enhanced the retirement age from 58 years to 60 years. And also residential accommodation, as far as possible, we are providing in a big way. Even our High Court employees also, free residential accommodation we are providing, even transport, HRA, like this, all these facilities, as far as possible, we are providing everything. And finally, in conclusion, I assure you, sir, this will be one of the best justice cities in the world we wanted to build. That includes law schools, legal fora, alternate dispute resolution structures, and also law firms, international institutions. This city will emerge as a very important global city on the lines of Singapore, London, and Hong Kong. Sir, here, if you see Swami Vivekananda quotation, we are responsible for what we are. And whatever we wish ourselves to be, we have the power to make ourselves. If what we are now has been the result of our past actions, it certainly follows that whatever we wish to be in the future can be produced by our present actions. So we have to know how to act. This is exactly, it will be applicable for Andhra Pradesh. We have faced so many crises, so many problems. Now we are laying very strong foundation to move forward. This area is very dynamic area. People are very cooperative and also creative. With all of you, your support and blessings, we wanted to make this place one of the best places. Today I have seen you are here. By seeing this area, there is so much of energy. By using all these things with your good wishes, we wanted to make this place one of the best places to live in. With this, with your permission, sir, I want to say only one thing in Telugu. Our Honorable Justice Ramana has spoken in Telugu. So I want to, 2 నిమిషాల్లో ఇక్కడుండే రైతులందరినీ మనస్ఫూర్తిగా అభినందిస్తున్నా. ఈరోజు మేమందరం ఇక్కడ ఫంక్షన్ పెట్టుకోగలిగామంటే అది రైతులు ఇచ్చిన సహకారం, మీరు చూపించిన స్ఫూర్తి. మీరు కానీ ఆ రోజు కానీ ఈ ల్యాండ్ ఇవ్వకపోయింటే మేము ఇక్కడ కూర్చునే పనే లేదు, ఇక్కడ ఇంత పెద్ద ఎత్తున ఫంక్షన్ పెట్టుకునే పని లేదు. దీనికి పూర్తిగా రైతులందరినీ అభినందిస్తూ మరొక్కసారి భవిష్యత్తులో మీరే చూడబోతున్నారు. ఇవన్నీ కూడా మనం పెంచుకుంటూ పోయి ఈ అమరావతిని జస్టిస్ రమణ గారు చెప్పినట్టు 2000 సంవత్సరాలకు మునుపు శాతవాహనుల రాజధాని ఉన్నప్పుడు ఏ విధంగా అయితే ఒక వైభవపేతమైన ప్లేస్గా ఉందో దానితో సమానంగా తయారు చేయడానికి ఈ ప్రభుత్వం అన్ని విధాలా పనిచేస్తామని మరొక్కసారి మీ అందరికీ హామీ ఇస్తూ, ఈరోజు ఇక్కడ హైకోర్టు వచ్చింది, ట్రాన్సిటివ్ హైకోర్టులో ఉన్నాం, రేపు ఐకానిక్ బిల్డింగ్ వస్తుంది. ఇవన్నీ బ్రహ్మాండం కట్టుకొని ఈ యొక్క అమరావతిని బ్రహ్మాండంగా అభివృద్ధి చేస్తామని కోరుకుంటూ మీరందరూ కూడా ఇంత స్ఫూర్తినిచ్చిన మీరు ఈరోజు సీజే గారు వచ్చారు, సుప్రీంకోర్టు జడ్జెస్ వచ్చారు, అందరూ ఇక్కడ ఉన్నారు. వారందరినీ మనందరం అభినందిస్తూ వారిని రాబోయే రోజుల్లో ఒక జస్టిస్ సిటీ తయారు చేయడానికి ఏం కావాలనో ఆ సహకారాన్ని అందించాలని కోరుకుంటున్నాను. అది అందిస్తారని చెప్పి ఆశిస్తూ మరొక్కసారి మీ అందరి తరపున సీజే గారికి, సుప్రీంకోర్టు జడ్జెస్కి, ఇక్కడే ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ కాకుండా తెలంగాణ నుంచి చాలామంది జడ్జెస్ వచ్చి అందరూ వచ్చారు. అందరికీ మనస్ఫూర్తిగా అభినందన తెలియజేసుకుంటూ మీ అందరి దగ్గర సెలవు తీసుకుంటున్నాను. జై హింద్, జై జన్మభూమి.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, Honorable Sri Justice Ranjan Gogoi joined the bar in 1978. He practiced mainly in Guwahati High Court. He was appointed as permanent judge of Guwahati High Court in 2001. He elevated as the Chief Justice of Punjab and Haryana High Courts and elevated as Judge of Supreme Court on 23rd April 2012. He was appointed as the Chief Justice of India in 2018. In spite of his busy schedule, Honorable Chief Justice has accepted our invitation and joined us to inaugurate the judicial complex. Thank you very much, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and welcome Honorable Chief Justice Ranjan Gogoi to address the gathering.
The Chief Minister of the State, Sri Naidu ji, my esteemed colleagues, Justice Ramanna, Justice Nageshwar Rao, Justice Subhash Reddy, the Law Minister of the State, the Chief Secretary, the Chief Justice of the Telangana High Court, the Acting Chief Justice of the Andhra Pradesh High Court, sitting judges of the Andhra Pradesh and Telangana High Court, Justice P.B. Reddy, who's come all the way, taking the trouble, former judges of the Andhra Pradesh High Court, ministers, members of the civil and police administration, members of the bar, the Advocate General of the State of Andhra Pradesh, ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon and namaskar. Dispensation of justice has traveled a long way, not only in terms of progress of ideas, but also in respect of the physical surroundings. From dispensing justice under the open sky by a king's court, what you have today are majestic structures on your right, on my right, and state-of-the-art technology. But the core idea remains the same: to reach out, to attend to the hopes of all those looking for redressal of injustice that has been done to them. Therefore, a court building like the one you have today must not be viewed merely in terms of brick and mortar. It has a greater symbolic value. It stands as a site that is representative of the thought that despite all odds, justice shall prevail. It's a happy moment as we gather together to celebrate the laying of the foundation of what would emerge as the citadel of justice in the state of Andhra Pradesh. And also to celebrate the inauguration of the temporary official premise of the Andhra Pradesh High Court until the permanent structure is made available. I congratulate all the judges, lawyers, and officers of the High Court, as well as the people of Andhra Pradesh. Congratulations are also due to the state government and its officers who have tirelessly contributed towards speedy construction of this premise and who will continue to contribute in setting up the permanent seat. I will not compliment or congratulate the Chief Minister of the state because all that he has done is to perform his constitutional duty in providing the infrastructure to the judiciary. But I must acknowledge in this gathering that the state of Andhra Pradesh has done well in performing its constitutional obligations towards the judiciary. Today is an occasion when I would like to share with you, and very briefly, 3 thoughts. The first is the new role of the judiciary. The second would be the role of the bar. And the third would be the challenges facing the Indian judiciary. I always believed that dispensation of justice and morality travel together. Whether it's the criminal court punishing somebody for a crime committed, or a civil court dealing with property dispute, it is ultimately the morals, the principles of morality that are upheld, which are entwined with the law. As you go higher to the constitutional courts, the situation and the picture becomes very complex. How a state should treat its citizens, whether the state is discriminating, whether the state is being unfair, whether a particular legislation is invalid, these all have to be tested on touchstone of moral principles. Now here is the danger. As judges, we do not permit our individual notions to come and affect our judgment or our decision-making process. Therefore, what has been evolved are principles of constitutional morality, which is a better and a safer and a more realistic test. As judges, we never do something that we have to justify. The very thought of a judge justifying a decision is wrong. We do what is right and what we think is right, guided by principles of constitutional morality. So far as the members of the bar are concerned, much has been said and much will be said. The members of the bar have more a role to play in shaping up and in making the system dynamic than what has ever been taught. As the Chief Justice of a High Court for about 1.5 years, and as the Chief Justice of Supreme Court, I have perceived and felt this. And this is not necessarily the role of the bar in the courtroom. It's beyond the courtroom. Evolving new ideas of judicial management, evolving new practices of court management, of case management can only happen if the bar is realistic. I take this opportunity to appeal to the members of the bar to kindly reflect and see that they cooperate so that the system can thrive. So far as judges are concerned, chief justices are concerned, I may tell the members of the bar they are a part and parcel of the system that you represent. Each judge on the bench has had a longer tenure in the bar than you would have on the bench. So far as the Indian judicial system and the challenges are concerned, I would very briefly touch upon a topic which has been often repeated, pendency. The figures are alarming, 3 crores. But let me tell you the picture from the other side. Out of these 3 crores, 81 lakh cases are just about 1 year old. You know, when you file a case, by the time it gets ready, it takes a little time. Therefore, 81 lakh cases which are less than 1 year old really cannot be said to be pending. 50 lakh cases out of these 3 crores are petty cases. Petty cases, something like motor vehicle breach of the Motor Vehicles Act, Weights and Measures Act, small violations of the excise law, which will call for imposition of a very token fine. These are cases which can go like this. I appeal to the Chief Justices of Andhra Pradesh High Court and Telangana High Court and all other high courts of the country to give it a thought as to how we can best deal with these 50 lakh cases. What is worrisome and troubling is a figure of about 25 lakh cases which are 10 years old. 10 years old is not a good sign. I think some serious reflection on this is necessary. There is no way to deal with this except an utmost degree of commitment, devotion, to see that these 25 lakh cases, which are the black spot of the judiciary, are wiped out as quickly as possible. There is one more fact that I thought I should mention. You know, we have not had judges for a very long time. There is a huge vacancy. Recently, the Supreme Court on the judicial side has taken up the job of filling up 5,000 vacancies in the district judiciary, along with provisions for courtrooms, residence for judges, etc. And I may tell you, the efforts have not gone without result. The feedback coming from the high courts and the states are very positive, and I am personally very optimistic that these 5,000 vacancies in the cadre of district judges and subordinate judges will be filled up very soon. Very soon meaning maybe 75% of these 5,000 vacancies by the end of 2019. So far as High Court judges are concerned, there are 400 vacancies, 392 to be precise. I just got the figures in the morning, just now. Out of these about 392, 400 vacancies, the high courts of the country are yet to make recommendations for 270 posts. 130 are in the pipeline, out of which 100 before the Supreme Court Collegium and 14 before the state union government. Let us not blame anybody. 270 recommendations are yet to be made by the high courts. I appeal to the Chief Justice of the high courts to make these recommendations. 100 are pending before the Supreme Court. We'll clear this in the next 2 to 3 weeks. There are only 14 pending with the government. This is perhaps one way of tackling the problem. And these are the twin factors, pendency and lack of judges, which have made the system, the judicial dispensation system, extremely vulnerable. But as I have indicated, the problem is eminently solvable. Let us take this great occasion to take a solemn pledge that we will move the system forward. At the end of the day, with these thoughts, I dedicate the new building of the Andhra Pradesh High Court to the people of the state of Andhra Pradesh. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, may I now request our Honorable Chief Minister, Sri Nara Chandrababu Naidu Garu, to felicitate our Chief Guest of the day, Honorable Sri Justice Ranjan Gogoi, the Chief Justice of India. Felicitation to Honorable Sri Justice N.V. Ramana, Judge, Supreme Court of India. To Sri Honorable Justice L. Nageshwar Rao Garu, Judge, Supreme Court of India. To Sri Justice R. Subhash Reddy Garu, Judge, Supreme Court of India. Felicitation to Honorable Sri Justice C. Praveen Kumar Garu, Acting Chief Justice, High Court of Andhra Pradesh. Honorable Sri Justice C. Praveen Kumar Garu. And to Sri Honorable Justice Tottatil B. Radhakrishnan Garu, Chief Justice, High Court of Telangana. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I now invite Sri Anil Chandra Punita, Chief Secretary, Government of Andhra Pradesh, to propose vote of thanks.
Sabha ki namaskaram. The efforts of the judicial fraternity and the lead taken by Honorable Chief Justice and other honorable judges in shifting the High Court to Vijayawada from Hyderabad at a short notice and making it functional are truly commendable. Today is a special day in the history of the Sunrise Andhra State, as foundation stone has been laid for a new High Court building and inauguration of the judicial complex has been done by Honorable Chief Justice of India in the presence of Honorable Supreme Court judges, Honorable Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh and other dignitaries. We express our sincere thanks to Honorable Chief Justice of India, Honorable Justice Ranjan Gogoi ji for the inauguration of High Court complex and laying foundation stone for the new buildings. We are indeed very grateful to you, sir, for your kind visit and participation. Our sincere gratitude to Honorable Supreme Court Judges, Sri Justice N.V. Ramna, Sri Justice L. Nageshwar Rao, and Sri Justice R. Subhash Reddy for their kind presence on this occasion. Our sincere thanks to Honorable Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, Sri Nara Chandrababu Garu, who took personal interest in providing all required facilities through the state government to the shifting of Andhra Pradesh High Court, and for taking lead in allotment of site with beautiful and impressive architectural design in Amaravati capital region to the High Court. He has given us standing instructions to all of us in the government to provide best of facilities for the smooth functioning of High Court. We are thankful to you, sir. Our sincere thanks with gratitude to Chief Justice of Telangana, Sri Radhakrishna Garu, and Andhra High Court, Sri Praveen Kumar Garu, for their gracious presence and participation. We sincerely thank Chief Justice Uttarakhand, Sri Ramesh Rangarajan Garu, all honorable judges serving and retired, all dignitaries, all honorable speaker, honorable ministers, all High Court officials, advocates, government officials, farmers, invitees, and media representatives for their enthusiastic and gracious participation, which made the function a grand success. Thanks to one and all. Jai Hind. Namaskar.
Thank you very much, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, please raise for the national anthem.
Jana Gana Mana Adhinayaka Jaya He Bharat Bhagya Vidhata Punjab Sindh Gujarat Maratha Dravida Utkala Vanga Vindhya Himachala Yamuna Ganga Uchchala Jaladhi Taranga तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Thank you once again, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, may I now request all of you to join us for lunch, which comprises of a lavish spread of Andhra delicacies.